Behaven 12-1 bar. Higgs, who was placed in his return to action a few days ago, an effort which has seen him allotted a higher mark for future races, due to go up £3 in future, and a short price favourite given his fitness advantage.
30 seconds.
And on offer now at 5-6. Frightened Rabbit, beginning to give Diane Sayer and Danny McMenamin a quick double in both divisions of this. Frightened Rabbit, fit, having won 2 of his last 3 over hurdles.
10 seconds.
And fit for a run at Ayr just a few days ago. Goes well on soft ground, but having scored by 10 lengths in his last over hurdles back in July, is now in here on a £12 higher mark. Sleepy Haven is without a win for 3 years, effective over various trips, but this probably is optimum. This is sort of ground as well. He'll like the stiff track. He's got each way claims at 9-1, whilst As Paddington won back-to-back races at Sedgefield and Kelso last season, and hasn't been seen since finishing down the field at Wetherby back in April, and question marks with him concerning the ground. Now we've got a loose horse. Double Des Champs has unshipped Adam Nicol, and he's running loose. Now he's heading back towards the rest of the field here. I think he's just looking for a way out at the moment. Double Des Champs. Now there's a gap in the fence here, that's it. Now, yep, he ran into another cul-de-sac and he's continuing to gallop loose on the track. Double Des Champs, Phil Kirby's runner. And Double Des Champs is just in front of the enclosures at the moment, and has now been caught. Phil Kirby has got a hold of him, and Phil Kirby now leading back towards the start, so he will be participating in this contest. Don't think they've got too far to go here, so whilst we wait for Adam Nicol to renew acquaintance with Double Des Champs, well, the outsiders here at 12-1 is minus the cheek pieces he wore when opening his account at Doncaster almost a year ago. It's in here on a £7 higher mark. So the runners down at the start. Higgs strengthened his position at the top of the market. 8-11, Frightened Rabbit, and 5-1, Sleepy Haven 9s. As Paddington 12-1, the same price as Black Key. Donald McCain's charge, with Theo Gillard on board to claim 7. Wearing new headgear. As that race last April marks in the high 130s in here on 117. Black Key, who appears to have lost his way, just his latest start. Double Des Champs back at the start, 12-1 shot, Bestiarius, 16-1 shot here. Like the race thought, he'll be fitter for a first run after 2 years at Perth. That run coming 3 weeks ago, but appeared to indicate that there's more work to be done with him. So the runners just circling down the start as we just wait on the Double Des Champs. Higgs, the 8-11 favourite for for Dr. Richard Newland. David Bass on board the top weight. Third on his stable debut at Exeter. Also was formerly with Sarah Jane Davis, for whom he won a couple of races around Newton Abbot 18 months ago. But now in the care of Dr. Richard Newland, whose horse has been in good form lately, operating at a 25% strike rate currently, following a move to new premises. Higgs 8 to 11 here with David Bass on board. David Bass coming here for the one ride, and Higgs the 8 to 11 favourite to make that long journey north worthwhile. 5 to 1 second favourite Frightened Rabbit. It's 9 to 1 Sleepy Haven and 12 to 1 As Paddington. 14's Black Key, same price Double Day Champ, and 16's Best Diarius. 28 to 1 Attention Seeker and 50's Marla Supreme. So still hanging on for the starter. Fears this race could just clash with the 3:10 at Tremor. We'll line up at 3:10 for a 2 3/4 mile beginner's chase, where the William Morris trained Galazzo has now been installed favourite at 13 to 8. So Double the Shop looks ready to participate. Starts up, checking his watch. See he's 5 minutes late. The tape has been stretched across the track, and it looks like the starter's ready for them now. Given the way they're lining up, would appear Frightened Rabbit. It's going to be in the front rank, as the starter asked them to take one more turn. So the delayed 2:55 about to get underway. Higgs, a warm order to build on the promise of his stable debut at Exeter. So flags are raised. Frightened Rabbit leads them forward.
This event is now in play.
It looks like a goer this time. Frightened Rabbit beginning to give Diane Sayre and Danny McMenamin a quick double on the card, and they're off and racing. And Frightened Rabbit has indeed been allowed an easy lead. Approaches the first, a couple of lengths clear of As Paddington. Gap of 3 lengths then to Higgs, who's ahead of Black Key, and a further gap then to Double Day Champ and Marla Supreme as they clear the first. First of all, jumped safely. Attention Seeker was rather slow through the air at that flight as they take the second. All up and over safely with Frightened Rabbit leading As Paddington by a length and a half. Higgs is some distance away in third, followed 2 lengths away by Black Key, and a gap of 3 lengths into the rest of the field, who are tightly grouped as they head down the hill towards the home straight first time. Frightened Rabbit from As Paddington and Higgs. Black Key next in the field and chased by Attention Seeker, Double Day Champ and Sleepy Haven. Marla Supreme next, and the back marker is Best Diarius as they head towards flight number 3. Frightened Rabbit bowling along in front here, 2 lengths clear of As Paddington. Higgs towards the inside. Black Key stands side, chased by Attention Seeker and Double Day Champ. Back markers Sleepy Haven and Best Diarius, and last of all Marla Supreme. Approaching flight number 4. Frightened Rabbit from As Paddington. A length separates them. Frightened Rabbit to the far side. As Paddington stand the side. Higgs sticking to the inside rail in third, tracked by Black Key, Attention Seeker, Double Day Champ, Best Diarius and Sleepy Haven, with Marla Supreme the back marker as they take the flight, which will be last in the circuit's time. Mistake at the back of the field by Marla Supreme, and as they head past the stands and on the long run towards the next. The leader, Frightened Rabbit, by just under a length to As Paddington and Higgs. Black Key closed fourth, tracked by Attention Seeker, Sleepy Haven, Bestiarius and Dupe Des Champs, and a break of 4 lengths then to Marder Supreme. That's the order as they head into the bend. That takes them out to the far side with Frightened Rabbit and Ass Paddington matching strides ahead of Higgs. Black Key out wide in fourth, chased by Sleepy Haven, Attention Seeker, and widest of all, Bestiarius. And the back markers are Marder Supreme and Dupe Des Champs. So into the dip on the far side with the Frightened Rabbit, yet spearheaded, tracked by Ass Paddington, who's out wide looking for the better ground. Black Key and Higgs share third and fourth ahead of Attention Seeker and Sleepy Haven. A couple lengths into Bestiarius, 4 more then to Marder Supreme, and Dupe Des Champs remains the back marker. At flight number 6, Frightened Rabbit over from Ass Paddington. Higgs a close third, tracked then by Black Key, as the pace now quickens up as he enters the final 7 furlongs. So heading towards the next line of hurdles, the 5th and 4th lines from home. Frightened Rabbit from Ass Paddington, Attention Seeker with a move round the outside. Black Key remains well there. He's in turn followed by Bestiarius, and Higgs has just lost a few places and is being driven along as they head towards the 3rd from home. Frightened Rabbit, Ass Paddington up and over. A mistake from Higgs. That's done his chances more harm than good, given he's in trouble at that point. And as they head downhill with 3 left to jump, Frightened Rabbit and Ass Paddington are trapped by Black Key and Attention Seeker. Higgs driven towards the inside in 5th. They've gone on by 3 lengths to Sleepy Haven and Bestiarius as they enter the final half mile. 3 left to jump. Frightened Rabbit leads them in against the far rail. Ass Paddington under a drive. None going better than Attention Seeker towards the stand side as Black Key now comes under pressure. 3 left to jump then. Frightened Rabbit over the first look from Ass Paddington, and Attention Seeker has not yet been asked a question. Black Key 2 lengths away, and Higgs can't possibly win from here as they head down towards 2 out. Attention Seeker bidding against Tim Easterby, a quick double on the card. It's travelling strongly at the 2nd from home, where Attention Seeker now goes on by 2 from Frightened Rabbit and Ass Paddington. They're followed by Sleepy Haven and Black Key, and with 1 left to jump, Lee Cosgrove takes a look over his shoulder, and the £10 claimer will be delighted with what he sees, because Attention Seeker is well clear. Attention Seeker flattens the last, but it remains clear as he enters the final furlong. It's Attention Seeker into the final 100 yards, just being easy.